G'day guys, welcome to the next episode of ACC GearTop. So today's a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit more talking about ACC and where it all started, a little bit more about GearTop, what it means to us, things we'll be doing in the future. My name's Shane Hammond. We'll talk a little bit more about our characters and why we are who we are. Obviously because I'm the good looking one, that's why I'm Hammond, and we'll talk a little bit more about the other guys as well.
You're dreaming if you think you're the better looking one, but we can argue about that later.
Yeah, look, I know I'm meant to be Clarkson. I know for a fact that I'm not the good looking one. So you guys fight on that between you two, okay? What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Today, you're gonna be hearing about who we are, what we do, getting to know the true us, I guess. So who wants to start?
I'll go first. It all sort of started at a track day, actually. We were all sort of standing in front of a race car having a yarn, and one of our colleagues just looked at us and just went, "Oh, look, it's the Top Gear from Timo." Obviously, I've got the hair, so I'm May. He's really, really short.
And beautiful.
And Aldin here is just too big to exist, to be honest.
Loud, obnoxious one.
So, yeah.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of it, if you, bring that photo up, the comparison of the actual GearTop guys and you know, the Top Gear guys. And I think people will then see the resemblance between all of us. You know what, I have to admit, obviously they, you know, are a huge name in this sort of world, and it's kind of an honor to represent them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could probably put my love of cars to Top Gear, to be honest.
Yeah,
I've been watching them since I could remember.
Yeah.
My dad first introduced them and I was hooked, and
Yeah.
they just sort of grew from there. And I just, I think it's great, and trying to not copy them, but I guess, honour them into what we're doing now is something that I'm really, really, really excited for. So
Yeah, and I think the Perth car scene as well, like a lot of people don't really know how popular and how passionate people are about it. And I guess it gives us an avenue to be able to show people what we do here and what it's like. And
well, when was the last time you actually sort of went to, or even heard about some sort of, I guess, production? I guess.
Yeah.
In the car scene, I mean,
Even Australia.
even in Australia, I mean, you've got Australian Top Gear, and you know, they've done a good job, but it's hard trying to not be Top Gear without doing this sort of thing. So
yeah, I guess they've covered all the bases in it. So
yeah,
but you have to, I guess, model your.
yeah. Look, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. Everyone is a lover of cars, and that's why I'm here. I don't know about you two, but
Absolutely.
just bringing that stuff like this is just awesome, and really, really lucky to be part of it.
Yeah, I have to agree. One of the biggest challenges, obviously, with this is, you know, trying to compare ourselves to Top Gear. There's no way we'll, you know, be those guys, ever be those guys. What we are is just a bunch of guys that like cars, that are having a bit of fun, and in hopes that our audience is willing to watch, you know?
Look, at the end of the day, if you just don't watch, we still have fun, so...
We're still gonna keep doing this. Even if just my mum watches, I'll be like, I have one viewer, that's it, we keep doing it.
If we get served papers from BBC, we know we're getting too much like Top Gear.
Yeah, well, that's it. Look, I think someone else in Australia is doing really, really good. Car expert guys are doing quite a few videos with the Lee Collection cars here in Perth. They're going up to the airport and racing those cars. I think they're doing awesome stuff there. Yeah, that's it. I mean, obviously the cars that we have are cool, but not as cool as that. Speaking of the cars, we have a interesting collection here. I mean, we brought some interesting cars today.
So obviously everybody's seen this one everywhere.
Is that going to be the hardest to give away?
Look, I love each car equally. I'm gonna have to admit the C63 that I had, the first giveaway car, that was my car.
Well, it was your car.
That was my car, yeah, and that was my personal car that I loved, enjoyed, you know, started ACC with. So I think that's going to be the sort of the one closest to my heart. And then the second one would have to be this M4. Look, if I had more time with it, I would definitely do a few more mods with it. I think it's a cool car, but it does require a bit more of my personal touch. You know, I'd like to stand out a bit more. You know, loud, obnoxious, you know, just insane.
Oh, typically Aldin.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, wide body kit would definitely look good on that.
Yeah.
What about yours?
I've bought probably one of the best cars I've ever driven, to be honest. I love this thing. It's a McLaren 600 LT. It's just, I think, everything you want in a supercar without being stupid, if that makes sense. Because to be honest, I think all supercars are kind of stupid, especially in Australia. But
I think this is probably the best 600-looking 600 LT I've ever seen.
yeah, I mean, like, I think it's got every single option under the sun, apart from a couple tiny pieces of carbon fibre. For those of you watching, if they've driven a supercar, whether it be a Lambo, a Ferrari, a McLaren, a Porsche, you get into one and you just go, yeah, this is it. And for me, that's it. It's just
ticks all those boxes.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not stupid fast to the point it is undrivable, but then like just the way it hugs the road, corners, like the steering, even though it's electric, it's still quite communicative. And just look at it. I mean,
it's such a good looking car. It
yeah,
turns heads everywhere
it does. It does.
It really is a bit of a show.
And look, I know that there's a lot of sort of Ferrari fanboys or Lambo fanboys that just, one or the other. But honestly, if you haven't even sat or been in a McLaren, just try, because
People actually should take your word because you actually race cars.
yeah, I've been racing a long time, not professionally, but just on a weekend or whatnot. I got into it a good sort of 10 years ago, back in an Evo 6. Built a couple cars. One is still being built. Some of you know me may know. We'll not touch that. It's just, and I love it. I always tell someone or whoever's trying to get sort of into cars and into motorsport, please do the motorsport. Driving like a dick on the road is just not worth it. As soon as you get onto a track, that sort of just leaves your head. Like you'll go into a track day at Carco Raceway or the DRM track where we were in episode 2, even Collie, I know it's a 2-hour drive, but like it's just you and the car and the track. You don't have to worry about police, kangaroos, other road users. It really, really, really wakes you up as to how much potential you as a driver and the car that you've got can do.
And you're doing it in an environment that's sort of,
well,
I call it safer.
Yeah. Yeah,
I guess for me, I brought the C63 over here in the background. I'm a bit of a Mercedes lover.
You're a Mercedes tech.
Mercedes tech originally, yeah. So when I started out, way back in 2005, 20 years, Jesus Christ.
You can tell, can't you?
Still got the looks. Started my apprenticeship with Volkswagen, Audi and Mercedes, and then eventually worked my way through, moved to Australia in 2012. Worked for Toyota for 10 years and then just kept on moving and growing and going from there. So I was still in the automotive industry, but myself and Jacob are still in there. It's challenging, but rewarding.
Yeah,
I would call it. But yeah, I'm a huge AMG fan. I really miss the naturally aspirated cars, but everybody's sort of going that turbo route now.
They have to. As someone who's obviously part of the industry, especially with like new brands, people can go on and say, they're not making cars like they used to. They don't have a choice. They really don't.
They have to change it.
Emissions is a massive one. Yeah, don't give the manufacturers too much hate. We've got to start waking up and realising that sort of era is gone, and if it comes back, great, but just enjoy it while it's there, to be honest.
With me, obviously, as mentioned, I'm a big fan of the M4, so bringing that today. I think that sort of shaped my identity a little bit.
Well, I mean, you started in one of them, so...
I do love the Mercedes, don't get me wrong. I think there is pros and cons.
So if you had to choose one, what is it going to be?
The BMW stock, Mercedes modified.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the direction I would go. Yeah. So I wouldn't go that modified. I think that would be too much. Yeah. I think Mercedes being modified is definitely a much more of a complete car. But yes, my love for cars started off when I was still back in Bosnia. I remember seeing a Ford Escort RS for the first time, and on black, and just falling in love with that car. I had no idea what that car was. Only afterwards that I saw it somewhere and actually realized what that car was. Yeah. But
a mafia hitman's car.
Yeah, pretty much. So coming out of obviously Bosnia into Australia, I sort of grew fond of the cars and the car scene that was here. Back in the day when people were collecting posters, all my friends in high school would be collecting posters of chicks, and after the weekend we'll all be showing each other's posters that sort of we collected over the weekend, and they'll all pull out a check and go, "Hey, Aldin, do you have a poster for us?" You know, and I'll have to go through all the cars in my folder to try to find a chick standing next to a car, you know.
It's really about the car though.
Yeah, it was. And then obviously I got into the workforce. My first ever job was at Morley Car Stereo. And that was, the manager was Leon Popovich, who owns now Beyond Customs. So shout out to Leon and Beyond Customs. I was got hired after work experience.
Yeah.
I remember my weekly pay at that time was $296, $296 for the week, and that was a 14-year-old's wage.
Apprentices these days wouldn't get out of bed for that in a day.
100%. And then obviously came out, you know, there were the times of Fast and the Furious days.
Yeah.
I remember watching Too Fast, Too Furious in the movies, and I felt some sort of power, you know, and leaving the movies that night, I raced home and I needed some fuel. So I pulled into the petrol station. As I was pulling, and decided to pull a handbrake, thinking the car would just slide into the spot. Didn't really work out that way. Ended up crashing, and that was exactly 24 hours after I bought my first car in Beach Pro.
And what was it? What was your first car?
My first car was a 1.3 litre Honda Civic.
Whoa, Honda boy.
A four-door, yeah.
And you crashed it 24 hours.
24 hours later.
My first car was a Fiat Punto, a green one, and then I crashed into the back of a Range Rover.
Nice. What was yours?
Mine was a Mazda 323 Estina, 1.8 manual. I thrashed the absolute daylights out of that car and then crashed it into the back of a Ford Territory, I think.
And then I got an EP3 Honda Civic after that.
I got into my JDMs after that. Yeah. So I went from an R33 non-turbo to R34 turbo to a R34 GTR. And then I went into Holdens.
You were getting better, and then you just...
Holdens for about, I built my first Holden, and then that didn't really work out that well. And then I started buying already done up ones. Yeah. I bought a VE Club Sport. I went to my first Holden meet. Got home that night and put the car on for sale. I never said anything bad. I just, look, I think even the Holden scene is great, but I just didn't see myself fitting in that scene. I know what ACC means to me, but what does ACC mean to you guys?
I guess for me, it's about bringing communities together. It's not just for people who drive supercars or people who drive Beamers or whatever. Like, you've got such a broad reach. I guess the mix of cars that we get to the events, it's just so cool to see. You know, your JDMs, you got your Holdens, you got your supercars, you just get everybody together, and everybody's got respect for everybody's sort of niche.
I think that's the
like, it's not just like, oh, we're the supercar people and you guys are the Euro people and this, like, everybody's sort of got a mutual sort of respect for everything, and I think it's really cool.
Even like at the events, you would be surprised just how different like a car might actually bring attention to. Like, you know, like when the lead collection comes, for example, the Huara or you know, SF90, whatever it may be, that's parked up, and there might be like a little Ford Escort at the back that gets just as many photos and just as many people looking at it. That's what I really, really like, and appreciating a nice build or appreciating something rare. That's where I think ACC is growing into, where it's that big of an event that people actually bring those cars out, you know. And let's not forget, these are other people's pride and joys. They're hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of metal.
Yeah, I think we can agree. The episode we did where Aldin had the Roadrunner, like, that was. Yeah, I think that was probably the pick of the day out of everybody. You know, that was such a cool car. Like, we had, you know, Euros, and we won't talk to you, bro. Well, it's definitely not. We definitely weren't picking that one, but you know, between all of us, I think at the end of the day, like, you can appreciate I guess everything that the owner of that car has done to it.
Yes, of course.
And it's such an immaculate car, and like, I think that's what ACC does, is it brings everybody together to sort of appreciate what they've got.
I mean, ACC started off as a passion project for the events. I mean, one of the reasons why ACC holds and hosts free events is because when I was growing up, all the car events that I could go to at that time were paid events. You know, like Auto Salon and everything like that. So obviously, growing up in a family that didn't necessarily, you know, have spare cash or understand that scene, we didn't really go to that. Yeah. So now that we have these free events, it allows families to come out and be able to enjoy what we enjoy without costing them an arm and a leg. Obviously, we want to help out as many businesses as we can at the same time, so businesses offer us value, you know, like for example, Nicola Estate comes out, you know, obviously gives us the venue, and we bring them people. So bring them branding, our sponsors come on board, help us keep moving, get moving, and at the end of the day, they also give us a chance to you know, progress by getting more staff, by getting more marketing and so on.
Yeah.
I think ACC is not only the future of the car scene in Perth or WA, but Australia-wide. I like this is, I think the passion that you bring to this area and this space, like taking it away from being a monetary thing and just being a passion project, like that's where it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm creating things that I like, that I'd like to go to, and if people come along to join me, I mean, more than welcome to.
Yeah, and I get this whole sort of business side of it, because in this world, nothing's free, right? Yeah. But the fact that Aldin is doing so much to bring in these type of events, especially when they are free, yeah, it's amazing. It's wicked to see.
You know, and that's sort of what the whole point of ACC is. We are a community, and obviously the events being free, and you said we needed to make money somehow. That's how we added the car giveaways.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, the truth is the giveaways aren't profitable yet. We have to build that database. We have to build you know, the subscription based, so we can progress more and more. But at the same time, it is that next step that we've taken to add on to the events. I mean, where else can you go and win a car at a free car event?
Yeah.
You know, like
For $30.
yeah, I mean the subscription or the one-time packages for ACC memberships is obviously starting from $20 for per month, or a one-time is $30, and that comes with entries into cars like the M4. I mean, now we're on our 4th giveaway. Always thought I was going to do the events, the giveaways, and then our own sort of channel. We started off with the podcasts. We had some challenges in running those. They were quite expensive to run. It required a lot of people that necessarily didn't have much time to sort of give us an hour of their day or an hour of their night to come out and do these podcasts. And it was challenging to put together, you know. So I always wanted to have a channel or have a platform where people could see what we do and how much fun we have. And then obviously when that comment came up of us three looking like the Top Gear from Timu, it gave me an idea.
Yeah, I mean, when me and Shane heard that, we were like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I think
I stewed on it over the next week.
A week later, you actually
messaged
me and Shane. Goes, hey,
from Timu thing.
we met up at a pub, and Alan just laid it out and said, no, let's go for it.
Run with it.
I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing that we're risking is a couple of hours of our time on a Saturday. And
we look like idiots sometimes. And that's all.
I mean, yeah, they've stopped me from shaving my head, so
yeah, the hair's got to stay.
Yeah. I wonder why. I mean, James.
But
James May literally will be jealous of your hair.
Yeah. Well,
James May, if you're watching soon,
please don't.
He copied your hair.
My hero. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Obviously, we've already done a couple of episodes, and there's plenty more in the running for what we sort of got planned. But it's for you guys. Like, we enjoy making it. We just hope you guys enjoy watching it.
GearTop for me is a challenge. I have to admit, GearTop for me is a huge challenge because I am not extremely comfortable in doing these sort of videos. The videos that you've seen me do, they are planned, prepared, studied, thought about. Right now, it's definitely out of my comfort zone. But as we do more and more, we're going to get better. We're going to get more entertaining. What we're trying to do is not go and plan these episodes, but just bring a couple of cars, sit down, have a conversation, pull the piss out of each other in one way or another.
Maybe do a track day or two.
Look, we're definitely going to be doing track days, that's for sure. I mean, if you think about it, this right here is just an excuse for us to hang out and drive nice cars.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and that's the main bit. I'm with my mates, so
yeah, we've all got a passion for cars. We all enjoy each other's company. We all
Sometimes.
A bit of a laugh. So, yeah, sometimes. When he thinks he does something cool and it's just not.
It's cool.
I mean, we mentioned that previously. Jacob is one of those guys that
Fakes it till he makes it.
he's one of those guys that even though he knows he's done something that's not very cool and we have a laugh about it, he'll try his hardest to convince us that what he's done is very cool, even though he knows it's not.
It is, all right.
It is. I don't even know what I'm talking about, let alone what he's talking about. It's like, what I've done is cool. Like,
It just is, all right. Let's just face it.
He's just got this poker face where he just keeps going like, no, I was totally meant to do it that way.
Yeah.
Like, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to bring up the two versions of Jacob's drift attempt. And
It wasn't it was just a little handbrake. You'll see the footage. You can judge this up.
You could just admit it.
I'm not, yeah.
Hey, look, to be quite honest, out of these two, as much as I hate to admit it, I am the worst driver.
I want a copy of this.
But there are going to be challenges that I'm going to show you what I can truly do, which isn't much.
I don't think you'd be able to fit in something like this, so that'll be hard.
I think
That'll be fun to see, actually.
Mate, I think we should do try and find the smallest possible car
Yeah,
and bring it along.
that's in the running.
I mean, we are kind of building our own. If you guys have seen Top Gear, I mean, if you're watching this, you would have. You know how they go around the track with the celebrities and they have that little car that they put the influencers and celebrities to get their times. We are building that car. We are going to have that car and it's going to be better than their car. And we have our gits, right? The gits. If you think about it, is the stick backwards. He is going to be wearing a black suit. He is going to be a professional race car driver, but you will never know who that is. I mean, some of you from Perth might pick it, the way he walks or he acts, but
Yeah, he can pedal for sure.
yes. And let's show them the video of him taking the M4 around the track. We are also going to be timing all the cars that we do on that track. And we're going to be timing us in the little ACC race car, which is painfully slow. Don't think it's fast. This car that we're building has a purpose to be opposite of what a race car does.
As much as we would like to put someone in something like this, it's just, from a legality point of view, it's not possible.
Some of you might like it, some of you might not. And then you know what? We're going to keep doing it till you love it. Look, we've had conversations with a couple of companies already about coming on board as a sponsor for ACC GearTop. It's exciting, I have to admit.
Yeah, it's almost. I remember when we sat down at that pub the first time and we were just chatting shit, and then now it's actually happening, and now I'm sitting in front of a camera. It's pretty surreal, and then hearing some sponsors coming on. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it's accelerated pretty fast, right? Like it's something that we were like, oh, it's going to take us 9-12 months to, and we'll and here we are. How long? 3 months ish. And we've already got businesses taking interest in it.
Being in front of a camera was one of the hardest things I could do at the start of it, but it's as we progress, we're getting better and better. And you know what? We're just going to be doing more and more exciting things, more challenges. And at the end of the day, if you want to get involved, you have an idea for us, send it over. This is a passion project. We do want to get the community involved. We've conquered the events. We're now conquering the giveaways, and this is the next thing we're going to conquer.
And look, again, leave a comment down below of like what you want us to see or see us do. I mean, we're always
a little picky Temu build or something.
That would be fun. A little marketplace build.
Or just share it, like it's not going to cost you anything to sharing this sort of stuff and actually getting us more exposure. I mean, if you love what we're doing, give us a follow, share it, watch it with your family. For me personally, the favorite, I do love old school muscle. I love muscle cars. I think they provide the experience like no other
You
car.
like the presence of the car.
I do. I love the presence, but I also love the feeling that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know. But then again, the best car I've ever driven is an Aventador SV. You know, the hard changing the gears on that. You know, it's the noise, the attention it gets. There's that there for me is the perfect car. I wouldn't say supercars overall are my favorite cars. I do like my muscle cars best, but I do love that car in particular. You know, another car that I drove that feels like I belong in is a Cullinan, Mansouri Cullinan, for example. That car was just, I don't particularly like the way that car looks, but the way it makes you feel is definitely next level, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, I somewhat agree and somewhat don't. I think,
You like a bit of fun in your car.
to me, driving should be fun, right? And don't get me wrong, like if you have a daily, a Hilux or whatever it is that you need to get to and from work, but there should be something in your garage that just puts a smile on your face. I don't care if it's 1,000 horsepower, it's the fastest thing in the world. I don't care.
What I like about these is the smiles that it puts on everybody else's face.
That's the cool part. I think that's pretty much the only reason I would actually buy one if I could afford it.
You drive down the street and there's a kid just like,
Yeah.
like makes your day. Puts a smile on your face.
It really does.
Somebody else like,
And you know, like for me, I own them too, right? And I think that is probably the best bang for buck sports car you can buy at all, period. It does everything at sort of like 9 out of 10. It's obviously not the fastest. It obviously doesn't sound the best. It's obviously not the most practical, but I love it. I wouldn't change it at all.
What about you?
a genuine, like, trying to pick a favourite. Anything V10, V12, I think. I love a V10 engine.
Let's give him a couple of options and see what he'll choose. All right, so a Viper,
Yeah.
or an Audi R8.
R8.
Audi R8 or a Hurricane.
Audi.
Still the Audi.
The R8s, they're just like you could daily those.
Yeah. No, you can.
I think we should invite a representative from Nickel Estate. I mean, we are using their space, and we use their space for a couple of events now, and also for a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
So
been a big supporter. Big supporter.
Guys, say hello to Roshan.
Hello,
The man.
guys.
Hello.
What's happening at ACC?
Hello.
While we're at Nicola, why don't we have a glass of wine? Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Tell us about Nickel Estate.
Oh, mate. Well, if you want a glass of wine, surely can't go past Nicola Estate. I mean, if you want a nice glass of Chenin Blanc, or a Shiraz, or a GSM,
Yeah.
or a Rosé.
I mean, I do love the venue. I've been here many times.
Yeah.
I love the restaurants. The food is great. The pine trees and a car event kind of like, go hand in hand.
I love it.
And obviously with, having GearTop filmed here a couple of times now, we've definitely sparked a bit of a relationship with Nickel Estate, right?
No, a big shout out to you guys. You look after us a lot. And I used to come here before we even sort of done this thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
So tell us a little bit more about Nickel Estate Wines, the weddings that you guys do here. Tell us a bit more about the venue.
We have become known as a destination for things like weddings. Obviously, we do a fair few of them, and we love all things events. But yeah, we do focus a lot on things like weddings. So yeah, if anybody out there, if they want to get married, then come down to Nickel Estate and come and see me and the team, and we'll be sure to look after you.
You know what? Big shout out to Nickel Estate here in the Swan Valley in Perth. I highly, highly recommend anyone that's watching this to come out. And you know what? If you meet Roshan, I'm sure he'll be happy to shout you a glass of wine.
100%.
Yeah, everyone, every single person walking in the door.
Here's my free wine.
What's your perception of ACC?
ACC or you?
That's two very different answers.
I think one word, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be fun and entertaining. We've all grown to know and love you and the brand. I think we have a lot of fun just putting these things together. And then we have fun on the day as well. And I think it's also awesome to have all these guys and these amazing sponsors. Because obviously, I think all of us will be able to do all this stuff without our sponsors.
Were you sort of shocked at the sort of how big the first event here was?
It was awesome to actually have all those people here.
Yeah.
I think it was really cool to come in here and see, I don't know, there were maybe 1,000 cars here, as in like guests.
Yeah.
Or spectators. And you were like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Having everyone here and come down to to be part of ACC and has really grown from there, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I loved coming to the second or third event here with Rosh walking around with an ACC shirt.
Yeah, rocking it.
I paid for that.
Hey, we pay for this too.
Look at this. This is service at Nicholas Estate. Look at that. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. This is what you call service. Everybody knows that I'm hungry all the time. So for me to keep functioning, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I have absolutely engulfed that. I've inhaled it.
Yeah. I think you got a little bit left in there.
No, I'll get it.
On that note, thank you for watching another episode of ACC GearTop. Shout out to Nicholas Estate for having us. And shout out to Carco for providing these two cars here. If you're looking to buy a car, go see Carco. Cheers.
Thanks, guys. See you guys. I'll take that. Thanks. Did you actually?